What is happening there? I'm a plane patroller person. What do they call that?
An air traffic controller.
We're watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 official movie clips. John and I, we are going to be seeing this early next week. We are very fortunate, blessed, privileged, deserving. No one else deserves to go but us. No. So we are just going to ignore everyone else that we see at this event. Really quick, got an important announcement I wanted to make to you all. If you recall, a couple months ago, John Campea and Christian Harloff and myself, we did a live event at Flappers Comedy in Burbank in honor of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. We sold out really fast, and it was one of the most memorable nights of my entire YouTube career. I was a bit nervous beforehand, but it ended up just being like an absolute blast. Getting to interact with everyone during and after the show was magical to me. So we thought we'd do it again for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So Sunday, May 7th, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are returning to Flappers. We are going to be doing another show there, talking Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Spoilers, but also, keep it like an open conversation, open Q&A, and then, of course, get to talk with everyone after the show as well. And this time around, if you're not able to attend in person, although that would be the ideal way, we are going to have pay-per-view links as well. Would love to have you attend. And then John will be there.
I'll be there. I already have my ticket.
Do you?
I do. Get the pay-per-view.
All right, so I just dropped all 3 clips into Final Cut, and then I hit export. Now we're going to see what they're like.
I miss you so much. And maybe if you open yourself up to it, there's a possibility.
I don't think so, Quinn.
Oh, no.
Quill.
I don't think so.
Well, what I'm trying to say is...
Peter, you know this is an open line, right?
What?
We're listening to everything you're saying.
And it is painful.
And you're just telling me now?
We were hoping it would stop on its own.
But I switched it over to private.
What color button did you push?
Blue! For the blue suit!
Oh, no.
Blue is the open line for everyone.
Orange is for blue.
What?
Black is for orange. Yellow is for green. Green
Oh
is for
my
red.
God, no.
Red is for yellow.
No, yellow is for yellow. Green is for red, red is for green.
I don't think so.
Try it then.
You were right.
Oh, my.
I'm so sorry about this, Yura.
Oh, please.
We're here to save the life of our friend. That is all.
Drax?
We paid her to help us get in and get out. You'd think that'd mean, oh, I'm gonna help you do it in a way that no one knows it's happening. But no, what she means is I'm gonna shoot people, threaten people's lives.
Whoa.
And I know you're probably asking, why would I trust her?
Oh, that's who...
That's
I
a good
know that is.
question. The answer is, we used to be in love. Yeah, she was my girlfriend, only she doesn't remember it because it wasn't her. Because her dad threw her off a magic cliff and she died, and then I lost my temper and nearly destroyed half the universe. And she came back.
Hey, he took responsibility.
There she
Sure.
is. Everyone else who died in the past stayed dead. Not her. Why? Was it the magic cliff? I don't know. That's some freaking Infinity Stone scientist. And some dumbass Earth dude who met a girl, fell in love. That girl died. And then came back a total dick.
You left out some important information, but that is the gist of it.
That's a girl from the Suicide Squad.
Drax, stay here with Rocket.
Danielle Melchior.
Ratcatcher
Watch him, that's
too.
what
Yeah.
they're coming for.
I want to come.
No. Mantis, watch Drax.
Groot, you know what to do with these.
Swole Groot.
Yeah, that Groot technology looks so good.
Push down on it.
What?
Push it down.
I am pushing down on it.
Push the button.
Classic.
It looks like you're pushing the keyhole.
The what?
There's a button under the handle. Press that in.
Okay. Now what?
Open the door.
That is a stupid design.
There's gonna be an F-bomb in this movie?
They are getting their first MCU F-bomb. If anybody could do it, it was James Gunn.
Strong language. Oh my God.
And thematic elements and some other things.
They let James Gunn get away with it.
That's right. So many
They let
perverted
him-
jokes.
They let him get, yeah.
So
many
much
sex
swearing.
jokes. Am I completely blanking on an MCU movie that had an F-bomb?
I feel like they've done the fake out.
They've for
play.
sure done the fake out.
They better not actually play the bleep sound in the theater.
Oh, don't be cowards.
Yeah, these aren't the spacesuits too in this elevator scene. They like get get arrested again at some point? They look like prison jumpsuits. They remind me of the prison from the first movie.
I think so. They look like test subject suits.
Oh, sure.
I feel like this woman, whoever, what is her name?
Daniela Melchior, I think.
Yeah, Ratcatcher 2, we'll call her. Yeah, I feel like she's working for High Evolutionary, and this is probably going to a section of where a bunch of test subjects are.
That would make some sense. Oh, man, High Evolutionary, he's going to be fascinated by Nebula.
No.
As well as, obviously, Rocket. But, I feel like the least amount of speculation goes to what's going to be Nebula's payoff. But I feel like, she has had such a painful journey as an experiment, and so to have this be the High Evolutionary movie, I have to imagine that there will also be some heavy payoffs and or upgrades.
Well, Gamora's genetically modified too.
True that. Just in less, extreme way, in a much more conventionally sexy way.
Yeah.
But, someone out there is all about that Nebula.
So is this scene, based off the fact that it is a car, because they're surrounded by other alien creatures, some people were speculating that it's not Earth, it just people think it's Earth because it looks like Earth, but the fact that there's all these alien creatures, but the fact that it's a vehicle that, Peter's obviously aware of because he's from Earth. If he is going to Earth, this might be his first time we're seeing him return to Earth. Bringing it full circle, Peter comes home. You see this trajectory of the relationship between Quill and Gamora. I don't think they're going to end up together.
No.
I still don't believe they're going to end up together. I feel like part of this journey is Quill actually learning to let her go.
Yeah, it has to be.
Because as much as people might want them to get together because they do have great chemistry, they do have great romance, this is not the same woman. This is not the same person.
So we acknowledge that because I feel like so many people would be just like, grab a different Gamora and fix the problem. And this directly kind of confronts that notion.
Yeah, because in that first clip with saying how he misses her, okay, that's sweet. He's trying to what's the word? Swoon her?
Woo her.
Woo her.
Yeah.
Swoon her.
Make her swoon by wooing her.
Woo her. Obviously, she's rejecting his advances. Now he's just taking out his rejection on her.
He's becoming bitter and petulant about it, and then that carries over into the elevator scene. We don't have a Rocket in any of these, do we?
I don't think so. We might get a High Evolutionary clip at some point or a Rocket clip, but if that clip comes out after we watch the movie, then we'll for sure react to it and tell you all the context surrounding it. Don't you worry, guys. We got it covered.
Timestamp. This moment appears
what
in the
happens
movie.
after. Drax wasn't in the elevator with them, so I imagine they're trying to go save Drax. I'm 100% convinced Drax is going to die. One thing that I kind of forgot about that the movies don't really keep addressing. When we first meet Drax, a big part of his character is the fact that his wife and daughter were killed. There's a line in there when they all that moment where they're like, look at us, we're a bunch of jackasses standing. There's a moment there where Drax says, basically saying that if he dies, he could be reunited with his wife and daughter. And I think they're going to bring it full circle. Right when I saw that scene again, I was like,
there you go.
Yeah, they're going to definitely kill off Drax. The guy's had a death wish for a long time.
I feel like Peter will ultimately learn to let go of Gamora, but I feel like there will be some kind of touching emotional resolve that acknowledges everything that came before, that pays that love off still. Whatever else we have going with Rocket, that just seems like it's going to be the heart-wrenching core of the entire movie.
Yeah. Man, that Groot technology, goddamn, it is really evolved.
Yeah, no, it does look like a guy in a suit, which, props to them. I mean, this looks the most like it could be a guy in a suit, just plausibly given the dimensions, but if that's all CG, somebody got time to work on that.
Yeah. I think another thing too with Nebula, she seems much more restrained this time around. She's funny in a subtler way in these two clips. She could have easily just broken that door.
Yes.
At the end.
But you got to get that classic door handle joke. It's the most classic
I know,
door joke.
It's a super classic joke, but what it was striking me is Nebula's really reserved in these last few clips. She's not as...
She's grown. She's not as immediately destructive, and she seems to have more social cues now than before.
And they're doing a lot of humor just based off of her reactions.
Immense deadpanness. And two, the look of that new arm, is... I wonder, I've seen one still image. Yeah. And I mean, nanotech and that kind of technology is, all over the MCU, but it's kind of a cool looking thing. And I imagine it'll turn into a versatile asset of some variety.
Sure.
I am sure about that assessment. And I thank you for your support.
Yeah, no, you're theorizing. I'm going, sure.
Sure you were.
So, a sure being
assurance.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's maybe. A sure often means a lot of times the implication of a sure is a maybe yes. I'm
Yeah,
leaning towards a
okay.
yes.
As long as it's not sounding like I'm being facetious and going, sure, like that's all I don't want. But
Sure.
yeah, if it's I'll say extra sure when I want you to feel that much more supported.
All right. Well, I'm ready to end this video now, John.
Cool, Chris Pratt.
Got a
let's
lot
do
to
it.
cut out.
Ah,
We talked way too
cut
long.
out half the video.
I probably will. Wait, so we're approaching 20 minutes. If you were to round up. It's time to go.
Yep.